up, everybody? Welcome to Bios3 Raw TV. Today we're going to talk about something super controversial. I'm going to tackle it because, fuck it, why not? It's not meant to offend anyone. I don't care about your beliefs. This is about me. It's not about you. I get the question quite often in emails, Jerry, do you believe in God? Okay, which to me, nowadays in 2015, life is not so much a black and white anymore. There are shades of gray in this lifetime now that we didn't have 25, 30 years ago. I don't go to a... Let's back up. So I grew up in a fairly religious household. My mom, very religious. Catholic. When she married my dad, converted to Lutheran. My grandmother, Catholic, very, very religious. I would get, God's going to punish you, God sees all. I would get those things growing up. Went to church, went to Sunday school, stuff like that. And I grew up, I guess, believing in God that was good, believing God would grant my questions, grant my wishes like a fucking genie. Like, that's kind of the way I looked at it growing up. And I would ask God for things. God, help me with this. God, help me with that. I would ask God because I was told that if you ask God, He'll answer your prayers. So, as a kid, for some reason I thought asking God for certain toys and stuff like that was the right thing to do. Obviously, it's not. It's not how it works. But as I got a little bit older, I wouldn't say that I strayed from that idea. I would say that I would only believe in God when I needed something. And what I mean by that is, when I was in a bind, I would ask God to get me out of that bind. And it was usually drugs, money, or fight, whatever the case may be. And I'd say that pretty much all those prayers went unanswered. So for a while, I stepped back and said, you know what, there isn't a God. There is no God. I don't believe in God. He never answered my prayers. Now, some people would say He answered them a different way. You just didn't know it, etc. That's not the way I felt at the time. And I'd say most of my life now, like, I don't really go to church. I believe that you're supposed to live your life a certain way. It's pretty much kind of how the Bible is written. Not word for word, but I mean, kind of how it's written. I live my life that way every day. And I would say that right now I don't believe in God for myself. Which means that I don't ask for God. I don't ask God for the strength to get through this day. I see people, God, give me strength to get through this day. I need the strength. God, I have treadmill to do right now. God, please give me the strength to in the name of God, help me accomplish winning this competition. That's not what I believe in. Here's what I do find, though. And this is super interesting, that for somebody who doesn't believe in God for themselves, my grandfather is ill right now. He has cancer in his lip. He just had a pacemaker put in. He's not well. He's 96 years old, or 94. He's either 94 or 96. He's up there. His body's breaking down. He's going in for surgery. I found myself praying to God to take care of my grandfather. Not for me, but for my grandfather. And that means if he dies, to take care of him. You know, some people believe God is an actual being sitting up there in a cloud. Some people believe it's this presence. It's this... I believe there's something more than us. I do believe that. Do I believe necessarily it's a guy sitting on a cloud? Not necessarily. But whenever something comes back that's bad to someone that I care about, that I love, I find myself praying to God for them. Bruno, I just found out, is ill, has Alzheimer's, has the dog Alzheimer's, has some issues with his body. He's breaking down, he's getting older. Pray to God to take care of him. Not for me, not because I want to keep him close with me, but to take care of him. You know, when Kari and I split, I prayed to God to take care of her. I'm not going to be around to take care of her anymore. Therefore, I pray to God to take care of her. So for someone who doesn't believe in God, I seem to be coming back to God quite a bit to overlook or to watch over the people that I care about. Why that is, I don't know. Whether I'm conditioned to do that from a young kid, whether I actually believe that God will take care of them, I don't know. I don't have the answers. Like I said, things are not black and white anymore. There's very gray areas. But I do know that for some reason I keep coming back and praying for other people and things. And I believe that that's how it works. I don't believe that God is there to answer your every beck and call. You know, I don't believe that God is basically there because you want something or you need something, I don't believe that he's there for you to call on him to get it because it's to satisfy your needs. I do believe that the power of prayer has helped many people in many situations. There's no doubt about it. I have many people that are super religious that I know. Super religious. I mean, to the point where it's almost fanatical. And they honestly believe that when they pray, things work out for them. You know, they're some of the happiest people around. Some of the most easiest going people around. They say stuff like, why should I worry when God has my back? You know, and I step back and I go, wow, you know, it's kind of a powerful statement, you know, but I never saw that when I was younger. I never saw that God had my back. And maybe I'm not supposed to be helped by God. Maybe God's not supposed to come give me everything that I want, everything that I ever asked for. Maybe he's not there to help me. Maybe my thing is to take care of myself. You know, maybe my thing is to ask him, hey, you know what? I don't need the help. I'll take care of myself. I got this. You go do this for these other people because they need it. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to work. I don't know. You know, a bunch of you are going to be watching this right now saying, well, this is the way it is, Jerry. Cut and dry. It's this way, that way, or this way. Well, then why are there so many denominations of different ways, different perspectives of the Bible? Why are there so many different religions out there if there's only one? It doesn't make much sense to me to be arguing and fighting and complaining and, you know, this one's a Muslim and this one's a Catholic and this one's a Lutheran. It doesn't fucking matter. You live your life the way that essentially these books are written. Help others, be kind to others, forgive, love, do these things. Now, at 40 years old, I'm going to be 40 this year, I'm understanding these things more now than ever in my entire life. Maybe because I didn't understand things before. When I was younger, I was selfish. I didn't understand these things. I didn't know what they were. Maybe that is part of the issue of why I never saw God helping. I don't know. I don't know what the answers are. I don't think any of us really know what the answers are if you believe in God. So do I believe in God? Yes and no. No, I don't believe in him for myself to help me with what I need, to watch over me. Maybe he does. Maybe everything that happens to me is by the hand of God and I don't know it. I just don't have blind faith in anything in the universe. I just don't have that. I remember in the Da Vinci Code, Tom Hanks had a quote, faith is not a gift that I have been given. I've been given a lot of gifts in my life for a lot of things. However, faith is not one of them, for me personally. But it doesn't mean I don't believe. Here's that gray area again. It's getting kind of dark in here. Here's that gray area again of whether or not I believe. So, we got lights in here. There we go. Is that better? Jesus. Anyways, so that's my answer. Yes and no. Yes, I believe in the power of prayer for others, and I do pray for others, but I don't pray for myself, and I feel selfish doing it myself. So no, I don't believe in it for myself. So it's kind of a strange take on it, but that's the truth. You guys want raw, you want truth. I'm not here to get any followers. I'm not here to piss anybody off. I'm here to be me, and that's me. That's how I feel. That's what I think. And it may not be what you want to hear. It may not coincide with your beliefs. It may be exactly what you're feeling. It may be exactly what you're thinking, which I'm finding out nowadays more and more. People are starting to think alike, but they're scared to speak up because they don't want to be not part of the norm. Like when you get asked, do you believe in God? It's either yes or no 99% of the time. Who the fuck says yes and no? You know, a lot of people say, I don't know. I mean, a lot of people will say, I don't know. Who the fuck says yes and no? I do. BibleStudyTraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.BibleStudyTraining.com is a blog. It's the yes and no bicep, and we're out.